Hello, this is Esa from Amorphis.
Hello there, this is Tomy Esa from Amorphis and you are watching Metal Wani.
So we are Amorphis today in the Nuclear Blast office in London. Thank you guys to be with us.
No problem, you're nice.
So we're to talk about your new album, Under the Red Cloud. So the first thing coming on mind is about the title himself. I remember on previous albums, Circle, Tomy is saying that the circle represents integrity. Back in the days when there was something special to talk about, was men used to sit in circle and talk about it. So I was wondering, what about this new album? What's the meaning behind the title?
The title comes from the lyrics, and this time it's not like a concept album, just small stories. And on the Red Cloud, I think the guy who wrote the lyrics, he thinks that at the moment we are living in a world which is really kind of dangerous, lots of bad things happens, and we are kind of living under the red cloud. So the red cloud represents something really bad might happen in the near future, and maybe after that something new might be born, I don't know. But as I said, it's not a concept album, it's more like stories. The inspiration for the lyrics, I think they come from nature and maybe a little bit from Kalevala, of course.
Yeah.
And, but it's a great title, I think. For me, I can see some kind of picture in my mind when I'm thinking about a red cloud and we are living under a thread or something like this.
Who did the lyrics?
The same guy we've been working now with 4 albums, Pekka Kainulainen.
Okay.
He wrote all the lyrics and he made a great job again.
So could you explain me a bit the process of writing this new album? Is there anything different since the last one? Or I know you're working now with Jens.
Yes, Booker, yeah.
Reagan, so I don't know if that helped you in any ways.
Well, I think the methods were pretty much same than how we made music before. We had a lot of demos, usually we write songs at home and send demos to each other and then proceed from there. Then we go to rehearsing place, start to rehearse. And we had around 20 songs, which we sent it over to Jens. And he was in Finland. Was it January? Yeah, we did a pre-production there at our rehearsing place. So there we did all the final arrangements. Tomy worked at the same time with vocals, and basically Jens chose the tracks what he wants to proceed for the actual album. So we picked up 13 songs for the actual album recordings, and then we had around not that much, 2-3 weeks off. We did one festival show in between, and then we flew over to Stockholm to record drums with Jens, and after that we spent the rest of the time, I think a month, something like this, in Örebro in Jens' another studio, and we recorded all the other stuff there. And yeah, that was basically the process, but it was very, very intense working with him. He probably never used this much time.
Yeah, it's been long, yeah.
Yeah, never used this much time for rehearsing and recording. So Jens is really picky when it comes to recordings, and but the result is really, really good. That's the way he works, and his working methods, and we gave him to, that's why we hired him to produce the album and be the boss. So we just played and everything else he did, which was nice.
Could you describe a bit the atmosphere of this new album? You got 10 tracks about, into it. So as we can't really listen to it, could you try to take me a bit through it? Is that possible? You think?
I think some of the people who have heard this album, they say that it's a quite heavy album, and I think one reason is that there's lots of growls in this album and also some black metal style screams, or how do you describe it? But vocal wise it's a little bit heavier than, for example, Circle. And yeah, as Esa told, we had lots of songs, and on the final album we have only 10 songs, so it makes the album really solid. There's no filler songs on it. Every song stands on their own on the album, and
it's definitely much more up-tempo album than perhaps some of the previous ones. That was one of the things Jens wanted us to do, to raise up the tempos of some of the songs. And it felt a bit silly at first place when we started to rehearse the songs with more up-tempos, but later on they felt really natural, and I'm really happy that he did it, because now there's some really catchy things there, and with slower tempo I think it would have been too doomy perhaps in a way.
After, so yeah, you guys been now on your 23rd here, and on a 12th album nearly. So how do you feel about that first, after many years?
Yeah, it feels unbelievable. I think the first 10 years with this band, when we got 10th anniversary, that already felt like a lifetime. Like, you know, we've been around this long time, but when you realize that you've been around like almost 25 years, it's almost a lifetime. But I don't know, time flies really fast, and think about making albums, we always consider all the albums as totally new projects. So we don't really look back, like on this case, but we didn't look back what we did on Circle. Just started to write music and come up with some new ideas, and yeah, it's, you know, as long as you have motivation of writing songs and enjoy playing and writing music, it's a great thing, you know. We'll have to knock some wood. We never had a problem with, we don't have any writer's block or something like this, you know. It's always when we start to consider material for the new album, the music comes pretty natural, and it's not that hard task. One reason probably because there's so many writers in the band. And but yeah, looking back, it makes you feel in a way that you're old, but still you are as excited as when you know, released your new album. It's always a great feeling, you know, when you've done the work for the album and you just wait it to be released and go out to play. We don't look that excited, but we are. Really.
So you guys gonna be quite busy until like 24th of December. You've got tight schedule, a few festival coming up. So what's the plan for the next year? Do you know a bit already, or?
2016 is it's quite roughly scheduled, but this year we do this Tales from a Thousand Lakes anniversary shows. Basically all the festival shows are Tales shows really. And September we start to tour with the new album. We do a tour in Finland first, and then we hook up to this big Nightwish store. We're going to support there. So that's basically how the rest of the year is going. Pretty busy.
Any chances of seeing you touring India?
India would be great. I think we've had a couple of offers in the past, but that never like escalated real shows there. Would be definitely territory. We'd love to go.
Come back to the album, your albums, guys. Do you have any favorite ones on your 12th album nearly now?
I mean, fave songs.
Any favorite albums?
Favorite albums?
You know? Or, I don't know.
Favorite albums from our catalog.
Let's go wide catalog, but
I really love Elegy, our third album, Eclipse, and I have to say the new album. Because I'm really happy. Mainly because we spent so much time with the album, with the songs and with the working process. It wasn't hard to do, but it was behind really hard work. So yeah, he loves the first album.
Yeah, I must say the first two albums are my favorites because of course I wasn't in the band in that time, but I grew up with those albums. I listened to them a lot and actually saw Amorphis live a couple of times in festivals and clubs. So in that time I was following the death metal scene and those two albums were really unique at the time and they still are for me one of my favorite albums. And as I said, of course this latest one it's also really important for us, and I think I really hope that this album will get us new fans, of course, because this is a little bit different. It's a little bit back to the roots album in a way.
yeah, that's one to ask actually. So
Yeah.
as you say, it was quite more heavier. So
Yeah. And yeah, it's at this time it's really hard to know any favorite songs from the album because we haven't played them on stage. So I don't know which one we're gonna pick live sets, but there's plenty of them.
Going to be behind the rest of much.
Yeah.
Like,
which one was the hardest to write? You said on the new album.
with song. I think there were a couple of tracks. One bonus track. Which was it?
Let's see.
We still work with the working titles.
I can't remember.
It's one of the bonus tracks.
Is The Wind?
The Wind, yes. There's one of those bonus tracks. That's quite progressive track, so I think that took quite a lot of time to work out within the band. Otherwise, I don't think there was not that many tracks which were like really difficult to work out, because basically we start to practice the songs when the other guys send the demos over, so that's the time when we go through with the songs. And rehearsing plays, we usually rehearse and arrange, so everybody basically knows the songs already. And at studio, you know, you don't need to rehearse anymore. It's just playing the songs and coming up with some new ideas and doing the lead stuff at studio. But I can't say that any of the songs were particularly hard at the end of the day to record.
Cool. Thank you very much, guys, for your time.
Thank you.
Can't wait to hear the new material.
Okay, great.